Family to me means everything.
Family is really important to me, and it's a unification. Kids need their parents, they need to be with their parents.
So I think family is love, and then just faith that everything will be okay.
The Family Promise Prevention Program is one of our 3 programs with the goal of helping families maintain the housing that they currently have or to move into housing directly to bypass shelter altogether.
I lost my job while I was pregnant. My daughter and I were living in a hotel. I was waiting for an apartment I had applied for to call me back to let me know if I was accepted. They called me, told me that I was accepted, but because of my credit, I would have to pay an additional $1,000. I did not have that.
So a family, if they fall behind in their rent, their mortgage, or utilities, or they need funds to help move directly into housing, they can reach out to us through 2-on-1. Our team assesses the situation. We take a look at what the family owes, what skills they're bringing to the table in terms of how they're managing what's happening, and then we're working together with them to develop a short-term and long-term plan.
I reached out to Family Promise Prevention to help me out with a deposit for my apartment. They ended up writing a check out to the apartment complex for me real fast because I explained to them, look, I'm homeless, I have 2 kids, I've just given birth. I was getting sick, my kids were tired of sleeping in the car, and I'm like, this is not the way for me to live.
You know, families are facing just an incredibly challenging landscape right now in Brevard County and nationwide. We're really asking families to play a game that they're never going to win. You know, since 1960, we've seen the cost of housing increase by 61%, and yet wages are only increasing by 5%. And so here in this county, you know, we look at families and we know that about 40% of Brevard County is 1 paycheck away from losing their housing. That's 40% of our residents who aren't going to be able to weather a major life event, like a family breakup, a vehicle breaking down, loss of income through loss of a job, some sort of medical emergency.
You know, we were working everything and kind of just getting by, you know, with school and the needs and things like that. We were doing pretty good, but, you know, things happen.
We lost our car, and that really set us back because not only were we missing work, but we're finding ourselves grocery shopping at gas stations and paying for rides and just a lot of things that we weren't doing prior.
Needing assistance was something that we started looking into. One of the things that we did was contact the Family Promise Prevention Program, and they were able to assist us with getting our rent paid, and that helped out a lot. It saved us from, you know, ultimately losing the roof over our head.
So through prevention, we learned that the average cost of preventing a family from falling into homelessness was less than $300 versus the cost to rehouse a family, which is anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 per family. And so we know it's more cost effective, it's less traumatic for children, it equals better health care, better outcomes for everyone involved. So we started the Family Promise Prevention Program to give families the best shot that they can to stay in the housing that they currently have, and then work to educate and empower them to not only survive this housing market that we have right now, but to also better their circumstances.
I think the education part is even more important after you've gotten assistance so that you don't, you know, fall into it, yeah.
Again, you know, from the first day that we sat down till now, I see a lot of progress, and I'm thankful for that.
Me too.
If I wasn't able to get the help and the assistance from the Family Promise Prevention Program, we wouldn't have had anywhere to live. We would have ended up staying in the hotel. My money was running out, I didn't have any more. So honestly, if they didn't help me, then I don't know where we would have been. I don't know what would have happened.
Without the Family Promise Prevention Program, we would be homeless. I wouldn't even be able to find a shelter that would accept us. We tried.
Without Family Promise Prevention, I don't know where I would be. So for this program, I'm very grateful for.
Prevention only works when we're all part of the solution. Be involved, be educated, and take a stand. Together, we can end family homelessness.